Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give it back to Kenny, hey, watch out, he's cutting through.
Oh, you got me moving.
You got Communication's the big key, Ernie.
You see, he was the anchor, and I started
moving.
moving.
Hands up, Kenny, slide down, yeah, rotate, oh, yeah, get the three.
See? Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I just went. It just, man.
Two great defenders right there. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Wade with it. Westbrook picks him up. Outside Anthony. Curry against Lowry. Back to Anthony. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Anthony's got the first points of the night for the East All-Stars. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Paul George. And it's Lowry in at the one spot. Here's George following the basket by Stephen Curry. James kicks to Wade. Lowry against Curry. The shot by Wade, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Curry passes to Bryant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to James. All alone. They grab their own miss. East All-Stars on defense.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Coach joked about how he planned for this game. He said that he took a look at the roster of the other conference and realized that there is no way to plan for all the talent and superstars on the other side of the ball, saying, if I had to actually try and stop them from scoring, I might lose my mind. We don't want to see that, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lowry kicks to Anthony. Anthony with the screen on Westbrook. Back to Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Steph Curry with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Leonard attacking, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So the West ends up going with the new group. And Thompson kicks to Cousins. No good from outside. Right side, Butler. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Cousins dishes to Thompson. 1 second left. And so the first quarter is in the books. West All-Stars lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. Looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars. What do you think?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
Paul out there with Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Bosch. Comes up empty from the left block. And Thompson kicks to Green. The kick out to Aldridge. Passes it to Thompson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, DeRozan. Wide open look. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And again, Klay Thompson for 3. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the West All-Stars. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes. Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
Those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Millsap. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Butler, following the basket by Chris Paul. Drummond, great D that time from Green.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now DeRozan.
That athletic.
Yeah.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Wall kicks to Millsap. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Millsap's got it back down to within single digits for the East All-Stars. And it's Paul penetrating. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Count that one.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Dishes it to Drummond. The pass to Butler. On the wing, DeRozan. The West All-Stars pull it in. Cousins has got his third rebound on the night. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by John Wall. The feed now to Millsap. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Sinks the three-pointer. DeRozan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Davis using his post move to get the 2 points.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. West All-Stars out in front, leading by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they need to generate more points in the paint. The defense knew all along that they were going to shoot that jump shot every time down the court. There was no diversity in their offense. No one was able to figure out different things that they were doing. Very predictable offense, and I think that was the difference.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's James in at the 5. The East All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And so Lowry nails both of them. Here's Curry. He's got 5. LeBron with some nice D.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Wade against Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. Leonard's got 7.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Leonard's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Pass to Wade. Inside. And LeBron throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. Klay Thompson comes in for Steph Curry. The East also changing it up. Wash comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Thomas a screen. There's the dish to Wade. Lets it go with a 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Thomas.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Wade drives in. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Leonard against Thomas. LeBron sets the screen for Thomas. And Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. And here's the West with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Durant, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Thomas got 5 now.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
And here's Leonard from 3. The shot misses. Excellent D there from George. 4 seconds left. Changes up, and it's sent back by Aldridge. The third quarter comes to a close. West All-Stars lead by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here is Wall. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Anthony Davis is out there with Bryant. Then it's Curry. And it's Harden in at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's the break. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Outside DeRozan. Kicks it to Wall. Leaner from distance. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Harden. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
There's the screen. Here's DeRozan. Use that pick to get in close.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
All right, Doris. Harden's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Wall against Curry. And Wall kicks to Anthony. Wall wide open. Wall with another miss. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 13. Outside Millsap. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Durant's checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Davis. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. A big group substitution here for the East. LeBron's checked in for Anthony. Paul George comes in for Paul Millsap. Wade, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Lowry in for John Wall. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He misses the free throw. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the West. Paul comes in for Steph Curry. And these All-Stars also making a switch. Butler's checked in. Chris Bosh is checked in for Andre Drummond. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook drives in. Cannot hit.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
It's stolen by Green. To the paint. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Durant.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And it's Bosh in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Now here's James. Butler is screen on Durant. Outside Butler. Lets it go. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. Even early on in this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.